It's been a minute, y'all. The summer's ending and fall is in, like coming in a few, is it today? What, but in a couple of days maybe. I think it's a couple of days. I got one piece of gum left. I was looking at a comment this morning and somebody was like, "Yay, the chew queen." Yeah, I chewed to freak out my gum. Now it's gone. And I don't even think I really filmed with it, but y'all got what y'all got. Okay, so let me put on my L'Oreal moisturizer. I have no clue what type of makeup I'm doing today. I'm just gonna jump into it because I know y'all want a makeup. I'm gonna really moisturize my face because I went through a lot with that allergic reaction to the jackfruit. That thing messed my butt up, but that's okay. I hope that you're having a great September. Uh, yeah. Today is Monday. I'm thinking it's Friday was the 13th, 14th, 15th. It's today, Friday 16th, Monday 16th. I feel really good today. My primer and my little Reese. Actually, the moisturizer did good by my lip balm. I just put this on just to make sure it ain't too dry looking. Until I'm ready to put some lipstick on. Oh, why you smell so good like that? Oh, it smells delicious. And that's my water tank. It'll stop all kind of sounds in this house. Okay, I'm putting on my elf primer. I let my daughter use my primer because she got her own primer. She used something. I don't know what she used. I tried to use it. She wouldn't let me use it. But I let her use my primer. And she was like, "Mom, that's some good primer you got." I said, "Yeah, I like the elf primer." I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel good. Because I went and got me some fresh air yesterday. I just went outside and we took a long drive and we sat and got some fresh air. I'm telling you, it really does the brain really good. It really does. Okay, so I have this palette right here, and it's called Getting Fresh, and all of the freaking eyeshadows came out. They come right out the pocket really easy, so they don't throw all over the place. So I don't know. I would have to like figure out each one and put them back, but I ain't doing all of that. I'm gonna see if I can use something out of it. It was a gift, and if I can't, if I don't see anything, then you know it is what it is. It do look like a summer palette. Okay, so I've been in the group chat with my sisters. I've been spending a lot of time in here. I'm gonna try not to spend time in here this week because it's distracting. Yeah, it's very distracting because they're so funny. They be having me laughing, child. No matter when I go in here, we laugh about something. Something always so funny, and then sometimes it's just so sweet, you know. The other day, my sister put a picture of my grandmother in there. I didn't even recognize her. In her older age, that's how long it's been since I've seen her. I think the last time I seen her, child, I had to be in, I don't even think I seen her in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Dang, it's been a long time. I haven't seen my mother's mother in ages, and now she's gone. I mean, not that she was excited about seeing us anyway. She didn't really care too much for the grandkids. Not on my mother's side, my mother twin side. So I don't know. No, but I didn't see her in ages. This is the last of the Clinique makeup foundation. Put it on. If I keep squeezing and nothing come out and throwing away the bottle. When I finally do go makeup shopping, it's gonna be some serious shopping. I'm gonna need at least $600-700 because I need everything. Look at that. At least I got my money's worth. Okay, take a little bit. I had to shake it. I like this Clinique foundation. It's so close to my matching of my skin color. Well, my spirit likes left me a message. Says, Spirit, we miss you. I know, but I mean, you see me, I show up. Y'all, this gonna be my 9th year of showing up for y'all. Almost look like I don't have no foundation on. I'm glad I decided to use it. I definitely got another makeup day with it. so good. I don't have to go underneath my chin. Okay, we're gonna work on these eyebrows. I just want to tell y'all, no matter what you got going on in your life, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever you're doing that's like for you and it's not for no one else, it's just for yourself. Keep being headstrong. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing, regardless what other people think about you, how they feel about what you got going on. Because if that person is not contributing to your bills, they're not contributing to your lifestyle, they're not contributing to uplifting in your emotions and what you go through to a daily basis. Don't take in what they say, what they got, how they feel about what you got going on. I don't care what it is. If it's a new job, a new skill, a hobby, a man, a woman, work. Focusing on your weight, your hair, whatever it is that you got going on. Writing a book, taking care of your health. Stay headstrong. Don't let nobody bring you down. Because sometimes, unfortunately, not everybody's gonna be excited or happy about what you're accomplishing or what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you're doing it with. They just ain't gonna be happy for you, child. is not even just being happy for you. They don't want you to feel good or happy about what you got going on. You know, and move at your own pace. I don't care if you're moving slow. You feel like you're moving slow, or you want to move a little faster. Move at your own pace. Don't worry about what nobody think about how fast you're going, how slow you're going, how long it's taking you, or you doing it too fast. Like, in this day and time, life is short. Whatever it is that you feel like that's gonna make you feel better about your life. Don't worry about what other people think of you. I'm telling you, don't do it. As long as you're not hurting nobody's feelings, you ain't putting nobody down, you ain't belittling nobody, you ain't stepping over nobody, you ain't committing no evil. Don't worry about it, child. Do what makes you feel good. Because before you know it, time done passed by and you done missed out because you're so worried about other people. Now, I'm just telling you. Thought I'd let you know. Stay headstrong. Because the one thing that your spirit got is you. And if you ain't gonna be there for yourself, ain't nobody else gonna be there for you. Nobody's gonna be there for you like you gonna be there for yourself. Nobody. Nobody's gonna cheer for you like you gonna cheer for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Messing around this morning, I found so much eyebrow stuff, child. I found so much stuff. Gotta be headstrong when you're dealing with people too. Even if people don't think that you are, it don't matter. People will push you and see how far they can take you. I know, like, old news, not good news, but when I was dealing with, he my ex now, he definitely an ex. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I want, he ain't nothing to me, but be honest with you. Oh my gosh, stop, Sophia, don't start. I feel like I don't even want to call him my ex because it didn't really go nowhere like it should. I did do a lot of things that I wouldn't do for just a man, a regular man. He would have to be something to me, so he was something to me. But child, that fool tried to use me. It all started to come to light. And that's another thing too. Oh, be self-assured. emotions. You know it. You don't have to guess it. But a lot of times we question ourselves because we just want the relationship so badly. You know what I'm saying? I know I did. I wanted it. I wanted everything that he promised me. I wanted it. I saw myself having it. And I saw me and him in the world together. And I felt like, wow, it's gonna be nice to just love somebody so much, you know. But I ain't love him enough to like let him use the freak out of me. I was not about to let him use my body up, use my time up, use what little resources I had. I was not about to do that. Now you're with a person for a while. Y'all start to do stuff for each other. You know what I'm saying? But I came into the relationship with the understanding that he wanted to give me the world. He wanted to do for me. He wanted to be there for me. He wanted to show me how strong he was of a man, how good he was of a man. He told me he wanted to be proud of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? I came in that relationship expecting all of that. And when it started not to happening, I did want to go about doing things differently. And what I did in the past, I didn't want to be weird. The one time a man do something wrong, I was just done with his tail. I was done with him. I wanted to make sure like I didn't give up on him. And make sure like if it was meant for us to be together, we was gonna be together. And I also wanted to be where if we wasn't gonna be together, we wasn't meant to be together, I wanted to make sure that, cause I didn't want to do the makeup to break up. That's all we do. I ain't want to do that. Cause once we break up, that's it. That was it. I know he's shocked though. He tried, y'all. He tried hard to get the relationship going again, but I didn't budge. Like when I left him, I was so serious because I told him the moment he started to show me that he don't give a F about me, he don't care about my feelings, he started trying to play with my intelligence, that I was leaving him. And I wasn't gonna turn back around. Like I told him, I was not playing. Maybe he thought I was playing, I don't know. Cause people say they're gonna do stuff and they don't do it. I'm not one of them people. If I tell you I'm gonna give you an Oreo cookie and I'm gonna share with you, I'm gonna give it to you. You ain't gonna have to be like, hey Spirit, remember you said you was gonna give me an Oreo cookie? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot about it, but I got you. Nah, I'm not one of them people. You ain't even gonna have to remind me. I'm gonna make sure you. used to do as a florist, like he felt like. Since I talked about that and I have that type of skill, it was so uplifting about it, y'all. Freaking liar, con, all this. And be like, oh, you need to get back into that. If you come be with me, I can help you get back into that. And I could be there for you. I could be there to support you. I can help you build. You can do it. You should think about really doing that. That's what I want for you. I want you to be able to have what you didn't have, what you don't have anymore, and be able to get it back. Even better. That's what he talked to me. He had me thinking like, because I had already made up my mind that, especially with going through that, that's not something I probably can really like get back into. I probably can teach and watch and direct, but it probably would be too much for me. But he was like, you got your daughter, you'll have me, and then we can hire some people. You know, we can do it. You should seriously think about that. He's like, I really want that for you. I really want to be there for you. Child, he really had me thinking about it when I had already made my mind that that's not something I'm going to do again in the beginning. Maybe about all the way back 7 years ago, I probably still was thinking maybe one day I can do it again. I was thinking on them terms. But he seriously had me thinking about that. He kept bringing it up. And then one day, I kind of told him, stop bringing it up. I don't want to talk about it no more. He told me he didn't want to make me sad, but he don't want me to give up on something that I once did and I was so good at it, you know. It's like, I just want you to think about it. Just a little eyeshadow. He's like, I just want you to think about it. Want me to think about it because you don't want me to give up on like a life dream. And I told him one thing I learned that in life, that whatever you want in life, that's what you want. And just because other people are like, you hire them or not, and it's not their dream, it's your dream, and can't really depend on people to really stick by you like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling him that I'm not sure if I really want to get back into that. I'm really thinking about from this next stage in life, I'll be writing. I know y'all said stop playing spit. I'm serious. I'm serious thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting me a laptop and dedicating my laptop to just writing, y'all. I just got some stuff on my mind that I just want to let out, that I feel like I just feel like I would be a good writer, but I don't know. It's so many different programs out here. You never know. I could become a That's how he talked to me. Child, that man had me thinking all kind of stuff. He had me thinking I need to become a florist again. I need to build my business up again. I need to do it. Child, he really had me feeling that way. He was like, you won't have to worry about heavy buckets and doing too much because I'm going to be right there with you. This is what he says. I'm thinking like, what? Like, are you serious? He was serious. Well, I thought he was. Freaking liar. He's a bum liar. A bum liar. When I got up to Noah, because we did talk about that. I was going to get right into it. As soon as I get up there, I'm going to start looking for a building. That was our plans, he said, yeah, start looking for a building. And he said, if I see a building, I'll let you know. I'll be looking too. So, when I got up there, every time I talked to him, as soon as I answered the phone, did you find a building? Now, is that not encouraging? Is that not like somebody really trying to push you to do something that you know you're good at? You know what I mean? That's how he was talking to me. I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna leave y'all no cliffhanger, because I told y'all I'm telling y'all little stories here and there. Only reason why I'm telling y'all, because I felt like I ain't even had no plans on even talking about his lying self, his lying tail, his lying A, his lying everything. Oh, I think I smoothed out that pretty good, y'all. Yeah, I feel like I smoothed out that pretty good. I feel like I want a little bit more right here. Do a little bit more right here. I'm out of concealer, y'all. Yeah, so and Nadine was like, wow, mom. Even Nadine jumped on board. She's like, yeah, mom, I'll be there for you. And Nadine already know everything about the business. She know everything. She told me she'll even learn extra designing. She's more of a technical person. She's more about like running things like payroll, calls, paying bills, keeping everything in line and order, you know, stuff like that. But she told me that she was willing to learn how to do flowers, to be there for me and him to help me get the business off the ground, you know what I'm saying? So I was really excited about it. Nadine was excited for me, and he seemed like he was so excited, y'all. But let me remind y'all, okay, 3 days I got there. He kept telling me, go look for a building. I didn't even have time to rest. As soon as I got up north, I started looking for a building. I looked everywhere. I did. And I seen quite a few that I liked. So then after about 2 weeks, I had it narrowed down, start calling people, prices, trying to negotiate, stuff like that. Put this setting powder on before I start putting my eyeshadow, y'all. So, one day he called me. I had been out all day in the rain, like 2 weeks had passed, and me and Nadine was out in the rain. It had rained like 3 days in a row. We was out there in the rain looking for a building, y'all. And every time he called me and I told him I was looking for a building, he was telling me he proud of me, that he know I'm a fine one. You know, that's what he was saying to me. Y'all, I was seriously thinking that I'm still gonna be there for y'all, but it would be maybe like can y'all imagine only seeing me show up maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks? That's how I was gonna do it. I was gonna be there for y'all, but I was gonna go show up just for every 2 weeks or once a week, just to, you know, do something for y'all. But his job, because I was telling him that he was asking me what's the biggest fear that I have of getting started again. I told him financially, like I don't want to like get caught up in it. I didn't want to get caught up in it and not financially be able to like sustain, you know what I'm saying? Because it costs a lot to get into a business, it really do. And it's like, don't worry about that. I got you. And just do the best you can. And then if you run into like a tight spot, I will be there for you. So I was like, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find the least expensive with what I know that I can pay and still be able to pay my rent. You know what I mean? That's why I told him that I'm gonna look for something that's not gonna take away from me having a place to live. And he's like, yeah, okay, he understand. He said, but don't worry, I got you, you know. So girl, I feel like only girls will listen to this. I think the men will be asleep now. They watch Spirit to go to sleep. Don't watch Spirit for nothing else. They be watching me and be like, girl, put me to sleep, talk me to sleep. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, he for like 1,200. One person said they had like a building. It was like 5,000. That was that. It was bigger than what I thought it was. Then one person was like 1,500. Then another person was like 1,300. So when you called me back, I was excited. Tell them I'm gonna go see the 3 cheapest ones, and I'm still gonna look and see if maybe I can find something for like 900, 1,000, like a small place that would sink while I just get working, you know. Child, he act like he was so happy for me, right? Real pretty, and I like it. Oh, look how pretty that is. That child, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, really pretty. Okay, so yeah. Now, after I told him the prices of the places, and I was telling him the appointments that I had and the people that I talked to, it seemed like he was really excited for me. And he made me feel confident that everything he said he was about. And he made me feel good that, yeah, so he made me feel like I didn't have to worry about regretting making the choice I made, which was to leave all of my situation and come add myself to his life and start over with him and grow old with him and become anew with him. You know what I'm saying? He made me feel like, wow, okay, I'm happy about this job. I went to bed smiling. I went to bed dreaming and thinking and excited to see what the future was gonna bring. Okay, so then the very next day after that, he called me. He had told me the day before that he wasn't gonna call me till the tomorrow night because he had to go to work. He was gonna be busy, all of that. So I knew I wasn't gonna hear from him, and I told him it's okay because I'm be busy trying to like see if I can see these buildings and talking to people. It's okay. I'll talk to him tomorrow night. So use let's see. then I don't know if I want to go light to dark or dark to light. Let me think for a second, y'all. Let me picture it. Okay, I'm gonna go dark. Dark to light. So now I'm using jungle lights. And I'm using that dark plum right there. So yeah. So when he called me that morning, I was surprised. I heard him answer the phone. And I was like, hey. He's like, hey. I was like, he sound real tight. And the other time he'd be like, hey, chocolate drop. Hey, girl, how you doing? Da-da-da. This time I'm saying, hey. And I'm like, you okay? No, I'm not okay. I said, you're not okay? No. He said, I gotta put a check in my account that's gonna cover up my rent. And he said, but I don't get paid till Friday. So, and I was like, I said, well, it sounds like you did that before. And he was like, yeah, I had to do it before. I said, what did things work out? He was like, yeah, things work out. I was like, okay, things gonna work out. I told y'all, I don't have that mindset. I don't have that mindset to be so quick to try to like, when it comes to a man, that I'm just gonna jump up and be like, I'll do it for you. I'm not that kind of person. And he was like, but man, I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it because if it clear before I get my paycheck, they're gonna charge me even more fees, and I'm gonna lose even more money. I was like, well, just look at it like as if you got a loan. You know, when you got a loan, you gotta pay interest back and all that stuff. That's what I told him. And he was like, all I need is like $500 to put in my bank account. That way I know that the check is gonna clear. And I was like, what? I said, are you current with your rent? And he was like, yeah, I'm current with my rent. And I said, did you know you weren't gonna have enough money the last time you got paid? He was like, well, I didn't really think about it. I said, well, that's kind of crazy. That's the first thing I think about when I got money is, am I gonna have all the money for my rent? I think most people think about that. They put the money aside for their rent and then they do everything else. You know what I'm saying? So then, okay, now we're gonna start with that light color, that lighter plum. It's dark, but this one is in the Juvia's palette. Right there. It's like, yeah, I was thinking about my rent, but I don't know, I'm just starting to feel like worried about it. I said, well, when would So then, that night he called me. And when he called me, I thought that he was going to be in better spirits. He's like, man, I'm mad. I was like, you mad? He's like, yeah. He's like, I kind of felt like, isn't this a coincidence? It was like, his boss messed up his hours, his job messed up his hours, and he's not gonna have the money that he need to clear the check he put in his bank account. He ain't gonna have enough for his rent. I said, well, cause this is how I think. I said, well, instead of going to work tomorrow, let your boss know that they interfere with your rent money. So you gotta go and apply for a loan or something so that you'll be able to pay your rent. You're not gonna be able to come in. That's what I told him to tell them. He's like, no, I gotta work. I was like, well, what you gonna do about your rent money? He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I said, yeah, you're a man, you'll figure it out. I said, how long you say you've been living here? He said, you've been living here for 6 years. I said, okay then. I said, since you said you always paid your rent and you never missed rent, because like if he would have told me that he missed rent and he be having rent problems, child, me and him wouldn't even have been talking, like seriously. I ain't even being funny. But he told me that he been living by himself for 6 years. He been in his place for 6 years and he always paid his rent. That's what he told me. So I'm like, wow, how much of a coincidence that now I'm up here in North with you, and now you ain't got enough money to pay your rent. Your job done mess with your paycheck. You need this, you need that. It was just so weird, y'all. And I still didn't put two and two together. Like, to be honest with you, I didn't put it together because I was like, saying he just having a string of bad luck. It's gonna be okay. That's what I was thinking, like that. And so then the next day, he was like, did you talk to anybody yet? Did you see the? I said, yeah, I talked to one person. I'm thinking about the building that's like $1,300. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see if, I'm gonna see what happens with that. And then I was telling him, I was like, well, whatever happens, you're gonna be helping me with the business. So, the sooner we get started, the sooner we can bring money in, and you'll have extra money, He got quiet. He got real quiet. It was like, well, I really don't know what I'm gonna do about my rent. And, if I can figure it out, then I can think about other stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So I took that as it. He just don't want to talk about me in the business right now while he thinking about his rent money. So I understood, I ain't take it personal or nothing like that. Like, I seriously understood. So I ain't hear from him. Got paid on Friday. I didn't hear from him, right? And I just wanted to know if, everything went okay. So, I was trying to contact him Saturday, Sunday. I didn't hear from him. He finally calls me back. He at work. And I was was like, why didn't you answer your phone? Everything okay? He's like, yeah, everything okay. And I was like, were you able to take care of whatever you need to take care of as far as your rent and stuff like that? He was like, yeah, I was able to do it. It's like, everything is good. I was like, oh, okay, good. I said, I'm so happy that everything worked out for you. It's like, yeah. It's like, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. So when he called me back and he was like, man, my mechanic said I need $300 to get my car fixed, and I need $200 for parts down, they equaling up to $500. It's like I still need like $500 because now I ain't gonna be able to get my car fixed. I ain't gonna be able to come see you. And if I get my car fixed, I'll be able to come see you. I was like, well, I got a car. I mean, that's how I think. I was like, I got a car. Nothing's gonna stop us from seeing each other because I got a car. You know what I'm saying? That was my thought process. We got this plum plush right here. I think that's pretty, but because it's like September, I think I'm gonna go with this pretty one right here. I'm using the highlight a little bit from the highlight palette, the bronzy highlight. Then put highlight on top of it. It's very like glittery, so I don't want to use too much. Okay. And then the next day after that, he started calling me about his car insurance, that his car insurance went up and he don't have enough for it. And it's like, man, I need like a good $1,000 to kind of get me on my feet. And I was like, I thought you told me you had yourself together. I thought you told me you had savings, you worried, you good. He's talking about, yeah, I do. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know my mom was gonna need help, and my mom and dad ain't got nobody else to help them. to see you. I'll be able to spend time with you. So I was just like, so immediately when I got off the phone with him, oh, my plans for getting a business, oh, I was done with it. I was done with it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Because I could see me now, started doing everything I need to do, and every time I get ready to do something, he need the money that I'm about to do something with. I was like, oh no, I'm done with that. Like seriously, I was so done. I ain't say nothing to him about it. I ain't even bring up the business anymore. I ain't say nothing. Because he didn't say nothing either about no more about the business, because it was like every single time after I told him that I had an appointment to see a building to see if I'm gonna get one, every day he needed money. Every day he was telling me he need 300, 500, 200, and he was there on the phone just whining. And it started to irritate me, because I started feeling like, okay, once he knew I had like money to get me a building, and I found a way that I was gonna pay whatever bills for the business, because you know when you have a business you have to invest in it first before it can take care of you. And they the wispy, they call wispy effect by Kiss Lashes. I just didn't want to do too much today. Like I already did too much with the eyeshadow, so the eyelashes don't need to be like too much. And then I took my twist out. Now I'm just gonna style my hair real quick. But yeah, he tried to use me. I'm gonna tell you how he did it. He lied to me, made me feel like he was gonna support me. Since I was a business owner and I know how to run a business and I was successful a few times in my life, that he'll convince me that I can do it again, right? And so once I start showing him that I'm gonna find a way to be able to like pay my rent for my business and be able to have money to the side for whatever I need, like for the business, and still be able to like take care of my personal life, that's when he started telling me everything that he needs for his life. And so he never had plans on helping me with the business. And I remember one day I said to him, again to him, he was acting all depressed and everything, and I said, well, you don't feel too confident about your job, because if you're working that hard and working that many hours and you're not able to pay your rent, then you definitely need to be getting into something else, because that's not cool that you can't pay your rent. Like, I'm upset about that. So then he was like, well, everything gonna work out, I'll figure it out. I said, well, let's talk about the business. Once I get the building, what hours do you want me to set up where I can start working and stuff like that, and you gonna be there to help like you said? He was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to like help you out with the business or come there with you, do anything for you and nothing like that until I get my personal life right. I need money for my car, I need money for my apartment, I need money for my insurance, I need money for this, I need money for that. And I was like, oh, okay. But I had already clocked it, I already figured it out. So I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna put that on hold. It's like, yeah, you need to put that on hold. We need to figure out what we're gonna do about me getting myself together. And I clocked what he said. I was like, what you mean we? It's like, well, if I got myself together, then I could be there for you. If things are doing all right for me, then I could be there for you. And I was like, well, this ain't the way it was supposed to be. You told me as soon as I get down here, you wanted me to get started with trying to get this business going. You made me I said, if anybody should be asking somebody for something, it should be me. But I'm not asking you for anything. Only thing I'm asking you for is the time and stuff that you said that you was gonna give me to get me started again, to make sure like I'm not in this by myself, cause you know. And he was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to do that until I know that I got the money I need in the bank for my rent, my car, and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just put that on hold. He said, yeah, put that on hold because I'm more important. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and I left it like that and say nothing else. So it got to the point where he was calling me every day, texting me every day. Now he was only calling me maybe twice a week. And when he called me, it was about he needing money, basically dry bagging me. And so, like I said, I told y'all before, I decided to just come right out and ask him that even though he not asking me for money, but the way that every time I get on the phone, he talking about he depressed, he don't know what he gonna do, and all this stuff. I said, I want you to stop dry begging me. He's like, I said, because I feel like you asking me for money. He was like, yeah, because I know you got it. I know you can help me out. You was just about to pay for a building. You was just about to pay for a business. I know you got it. And y'all, that it was like at that moment, I was just like, I said, okay. I ain't really know what to say to him, so I just said what was on my mind. I was like, okay, if you continue dry begging me, I'm done with this whole thing. I'm just gonna pack up and I'm just gonna go back to Texas. And that's on point blank period. I'm just gonna go back home. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I don't mean to try to beg you like this, but I feel like I wouldn't have to beg you if you just help me out. I just feel like you can do it. You just don't want to help me out. You don't want to look out for me. I'll start whining and crying to me. I said, no, because you're a grown man. I told him I ain't signed up to be no provider. You told me you was going to be a provider. You told me you was going to be there for me. You was going to look out for me. I ain't signed up to be nobody's provider. I ain't signed up to be take care of a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You had me thinking that you was going to support me and starting this business again. You was going to be there for me. You even told me, like, if anything come down, I got to invest in the business. Don't worry that you was going to look out for me, that I was going to be okay. Now, all of a sudden, you barely calling me, you barely texting me, and then when I do talk to you, you got an attitude because I'm not giving you nothing. So if it's gonna be that way, I'm just going home. And then that's when he started trying to apologize and everything. So I stopped answering the phone. I just stopped answering the phone. I didn't want to talk to him no more. Then he sent me a picture of himself crying and whatnot, talking about like he's sorry. He just need me to answer the phone, need me to talk to him. Talking about he need us to stick together, and I told him I want to stick with him, but I'm not gonna let him use me. That's not what I came all the way here for. I came for us, like I'm willing, like to start the business, and you say you help me, and then as time go on, and I see that you help me and stuff like that, we'll build together, like we was planning on building together. But I'm not gonna let you just see what I can do for myself and then try to take it from me. Like, no, you're gonna add to my plate. You're not going to take from my plate. And I had to set that straight. And yeah, if we went into another type of phase, and this type of phase was because he couldn't get what he wanted from me, started trying to be mean to me. Oh yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that today. I just want to let y'all know, you gotta be confident. You gotta be reassure yourself. You gotta know how much you could do and what you can't do, and you can't put yourself in a position where a person put you further than where you were for yourself. You gotta catch yourself. Catch yourself. Sometimes we fall, but you got to catch yourself while you're falling, because when you hit the bottom, they're not gonna be there for you. I just want to tell you that. Okay, I'm gonna use this dark little lippy. Somebody said that they would love to see me use a pencil. I'm not a pencil girl on my lips, but I get it. Maybe next time. Maybe. No promises. Yeah, no spirit do what I want to do. sweet for the evil twin, but you know, I could look fierce. I know it shocked y'all sometime when I decide to look fierce. Y'all don't see that for me, but it's okay. Oh, you ain't know. You better ask somebody. This beard can be cute when she wanna be cute. When I feel like being cute and no sooner. I don't want to puff my hair out too much, y'all. I don't want it too high. So I think this is a good length. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the mini story time. Yeah, chit chat, child, people a trip. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I miss y'all. I know someone said, Spirit, what about the motivation? The motivation supposed to be that one-time thing, and I end up doing it for a couple of years now. But you know, motivations are always based on from the top of my head, whatever I can give y'all. So you want a motivation, I'll give you a motivation. Okay, y'all, I'm out of here. Love y'all. Make sure y'all show up for Spirit. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you still subscribe to your girl Spirit. And I will see y'all in the next makeup video. Let me give you a finished look. I'll give you a close up on the eyes. This is so pretty. Yeah, so y'all got eyes, hair, eyelash, lippy, highlight, blush. You got it all plus